All right, friends.
What's up? Yeah.
You're the storm.
Okay.
Are you ready, Lars?
Oh, yes.
Take it away.
Rookie Johansson.
New Kid Johansson. He's been with the band for 10 years, but still a rookie.
Oh, it's healing, bang, bang, bang. I can hear your cannons call. You've been aiming at my land. Your hungry hammer's falling. And if you want me, I'm your country. I'm an angel bored like hell, and you're a devil meaning well. You steal my lines and you strike me down. Come raise your flag upon me. And if you want me, I'm your country. If you win me, I'm forever. Oh yeah, 'cause you're the storm that I've been needing, and all this peace has been deceiving. I like the sweet life and the silence, but it's the storm that I believe in. Come and conquer and drop your bones. Cross my borders and kill the calm. Bear your fangs and burn my wings. I hear bullets singing. And if you want me, I'm your country. If you win me, I'm forever. Oh yeah, 'cause you're the storm that I've been needing, and all this peace has been deceiving. I need some wind to get me sailing, but it's the storm that I believe you fill my heart, you keep me breathing, 'cause you're the storm that I believe in. And if you want me, I'm your country.
This morning becomes eclectic at 89.9 KCRW. Our guests in studio this morning are the Cardigans, and playing a set that included a couple of songs from the new album. The new CD is called Long Gone Before Daylight, and I think Nina's going to be handling most of the talking, but everybody feel free to chime in who's got a microphone. This album's actually about a year old now, isn't it? We think of it as being perhaps 4 or 5 years since you did an album, but if you really think about the fact that it was recorded a little while ago, I guess the Cardigans haven't been gone that long, but you did take a couple of years off in between albums, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. It was like a year that we actually didn't really work as the Cardigans, so it wasn't more than that. We worked for a long, long time on this record, so the time just passed.
Was there ever any doubt that there would be another Cardigans record when you guys went off and did some separate projects and took time away from each other?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, sorry.
Probably after the last tour, I think everybody was really fed up and just needed some space and time and, to get some distance to the whole project.
We really needed to not make any plans in order to get the, energy back.
And you guys had toured pretty relentlessly, year after year, made a record, toured for a number of years, hadn't you? Were you just kind of worn out and just tired of the whole thing? I mean, where were you guys at?
Yeah, and after a point, if you work too much, you forget why you're doing it. I think that's what would happen to us a little bit. So we needed to take a break in order to get to choose it again, if you see what I mean.
So going off and doing various side projects and working on other things, how did you get back together? Was it a matter of somebody making a phone call and say, let's go into the studio and see if we can make some songs? Or
that wouldn't have helped much. No, actually, we had to rent a really expensive villa on Santa Monica Beach in order to get back together again.
So you came over here and hung out for a while, right?
Yeah, we did that really it was almost like a real world kind of experiment. We needed to just lock ourselves into a house for 2 weeks and see how we was to hang out again. We did some music as well, but basically we just really, got to know each other again and sort of try to figure out where we're at.
So once you decided to record the record, and you said that you spent some time doing it, tell us about it. I know you recorded it some back home in Sweden, some in Spain. Where else did you record?
Well, most of it was Sweden, of course. Spain and England, and many different places in Sweden. It took, I think, all in all, like 9 months to record this.
And probably 7 different studios.
Yeah.
Altogether.
Was there any reason why you did it that way? I mean,
we don't want to talk about it.
Afterwards, it really seems ridiculous. It doesn't make sense at all. But at the time, I think, a couple of years had, passed, and I think we were slow starters, really. It took some time to get the band together and, in the same direction and stuff like that.
And after about 6 months, we thought we had a record, or 3 months, we thought we had a record finished, and then we just threw everything away and started over. That sort of drags out on time too.
Yeah.
Now, did any of the songs that end up on this album, were they on the recordings you did previously, or did you just throw everything out and they're all different songs? So did you just re-record stuff?
It was just new versions. All the songs, what's on the record is more or less like a second and better version.
I think there's like a couple of songs that there's probably 3 or 4 different versions, of every song.
Somebody did the math, and it's a matter of we have 1,500 songs recorded on tape after this record.
It's going to be a big box set at some point.
Yeah, and boring.
But I mean, they were thrown away, so for a reason. So
right. Well,
I don't think so.
Obviously, we haven't heard the original recordings of these songs, but can you tell us how the versions of the songs that were released differ from the previous recordings? It seems to me that this album, compared with previous Cardigans records, is definitely much more stripped down, a little more melancholy.
Mm. Yeah, I think that was probably a reason why there's so many different versions, that we really wanted to do something that was plain and simple, and that's always going to be the hardest thing to do. So the versions are probably just bad versions of these songs, and some are in different arrangements and different tempos and what have you, but there's not like they were sounding electronica or something like that. It was always trying to get this vibe going, I suppose, with really simple things, just a band in a room, really.